So let's talk about articulation marks.
Right.
They're basically the punctuation of music, aren't they? The symbols that tell a performer how to play a note.
Exactly. We're not just talking about what pitch to play. We're talking about the composer's instructions for the quality of the sound.
The length, the emphasis, the whole feeling.
Yeah, it's the difference between reading a textbook and reading a poem. Without the music would just be, well, robotic.
Completely flat. And if you're playing, ignoring them means you're not really playing what the composer intended.
Not at all. So let's get into it. Maybe start with the marks that create those short, crisp, energetic sounds.
Okay, let's start with the one everyone thinks they know. Staccato, that little dot.
Ah, yes, the dot.
It means play shorter, right? But there's more to it than that.
There's so much more. The real secret to staccato isn't the note itself. It's the silence that comes right after it.
The negative space.
Exactly. You're trying to maximize the contrast between the sound and the silence. That's what gives it that clean, crisp, rhythmic feeling.
It's like touching a hot pan for just a split second. You pull back instantly.
That's a great way to put it. And, it's changed over time. A staccato in, say, Baroque music might just mean slightly detached.
Not super short.
Right. But a staccato from a 20th century piece, that's asking for the shortest possible point of sound. Context is everything.
Okay, so from crispness, let's move to a bit more force, the accent mark.
The little wedgie.
Yeah, the little sideways arrow. We know it means play louder, but what's the common mistake people make?
The trap is just playing the entire note loud and stiffly.
Right.
A real accent is about focusing all your energy on the very beginning of the note, the attack. It's a quick burst of volume that then fades.
So you're not holding that loud volume for the whole note?
Not at all. You're just hitting it harder at the start to make it pop. It drives the rhythm forward. You hold it loud for too long, it actually slows the music down, makes it feel heavy.
Interesting. And there's another type of accent, isn't there? One that isn't just about volume.
Yes, the agogic accent. This is more advanced. Sometimes an accent mark is telling you to lean into the note. Hold it just a tiny fraction longer than written.
So it's an accent of time, not just volume.
Precisely. It gives the note weight without a big spike in loudness. That's what separates a really expressive performance from a mechanical one.
Okay, so if the accent is a burst of force, what about the marcato? The little open hat shape.
Ah, the marcato. That's not a request, that's a command.
It just looks more intense.
It is. It means play with force, even more than a standard accent, but it also means the note should be heavy and a bit detached.
So it's loud and separated.
Yes. The Italian word means marked, which is perfect. The note needs to stand out completely. You hear it a lot in big, powerful orchestral music or marching bands.
To convey a sense of, what, grandeur? Strength?
Unyielding strength, yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really find it in a quiet, gentle piece. It's for making a huge statement.
Okay, so that covers the short and punchy sounds. Let's shift gears completely to the long, smooth, and connected sounds.
The smooth operators.
Starting with the overall style. Legato.
Legato isn't just one mark. It's a whole philosophy of playing. It means connecting notes so smoothly that there are absolutely no gaps of silence between them.
You're aiming for a singing quality.
That's the ultimate goal. You want your instrument to sound like a human voice, flowing from one note to the next without any break.
And that's incredibly demanding physically, right? For a wind player, that's all about breath control.
Immense breath control. For a string player, it's about a perfectly smooth and continuous bow stroke. One little hiccup, one tiny break in the sound, and the illusion is shattered.
Okay, so within that legato world, we have a specific mark, the tenuto, the little horizontal line.
Right. Tenuto tells you to hold a note for its full written value, maybe even a tiny bit longer.
And with some weight, too.
Yes, exactly. You lean into the note. It's not just about duration. It's about giving the note a deliberate, sustained emphasis. You make sure there's absolutely no silence before the next note begins.
So it ensures that an important melody note can really be heard, maybe through a thick texture in an orchestra.
It does. It adds depth and expression. If you see a whole string of tenuto marks, the composer wants a very deliberate, almost marching pulse, where every single step feels heavy and intentional.
All right, now we have to tackle the two curved lines that confuse everyone.
Ah, the classic mix-up, the slur and the tie.
Let's break this down. First, the slur.
The slur is your main instruction for legato. It's a curved line that connects two or more notes of different pitches.
Different pitches, that's key.
It is the key. It tells you to play all the notes under that curve in one single continuous motion.
So one breath for a singer.
One bow stroke for a violinist, or without lifting your fingers on a piano. It's all about creating a smooth, connected musical phrase, like a sentence.
Okay, so that's the slur. Now for its evil twin, the tie.
The tie looks almost the same, a curved line, but it connects two notes of the exact same pitch.
And that changes everything.
Completely. With a tie, you only play the first note. You then just hold the sound for the combined length of both notes. You do not re-attack the second note.
So it's basically a tool for rhythm.
It's purely a rhythmic tool. It lets composers write a sound that lasts longer than a single measure allows, or create really complex syncopated rhythms.
I remember trying to count those tied notes across bar lines as a kid. It felt like a math problem.
It can be, but the rule is simple. Slur is for phrasing different notes. Tie is for adding value to the same note.
Okay, that's clear. Now let's get into the really dramatic stuff. The marks that mess with time and volume.
It's special effects.
My favorite has to be the fermata, the bird's eye.
The dot with the little arc over it.
It's pure suspense.
It is. The fermata tells the performer to hold a note, or even a rest, for longer than its written value. And the most interesting part is, there's no set rule for how long.
So it's up to the performer. If I'm playing a solo, I get to decide how much drama I want to build.
You're in complete control. But if you're in an orchestra, that power goes to the conductor. Everyone has to watch them like a hawk to know when to stop. It's an exercise in trust.
A well-placed fermata can be breathtaking, a moment of incredible tension, or a powerful final statement.
For sure. And for a different kind of shock, one based on volume, we have sforzando.
SFZ?
Right. This is your ultimate jump scare in music. It's a sudden, very strong emphasis on a single note or chord.
But it's different from just a loud accent, isn't it?
Yes, the key is what happens immediately after. With the sforzando, you hit the note with this huge burst of sound, and then the volume has to drop immediately back down.
So it's a shockwave.
A total shockwave. It's designed to be jarring. Composers use it to highlight a really surprising chord or to just, wake the audience up. It requires incredible physical control to produce that loud sound without it being ugly, and then instantly pull back.
Okay, now for the really advanced level, combining these marks.
This is where composers get incredibly specific. They start layering instructions.
Like musical chemistry.
Exactly. You're asking the musician to do two, sometimes contradictory things at once.
Let's take a classic example. Portato. That's a staccato dot under a tenuto line.
Right. So how do you play a note that's both short and long?
It seems impossible.
The result is this beautiful pulsing sound. It's not fully connected, but it's not sharply separated either. For string players, it often means playing a group of notes in one bow stroke, but gently articulating each one, a sort of push and release.
It creates a sense of forward motion, but it's still very expressive.
It really is. What about another one? A staccato dot with an accent on top.
Okay, that one seems more straightforward. Short and loud.
Short and very loud. You need the sharp attack of the accent and the immediate cutoff of the staccato. It's a very brittle, percussive sound. You hear it in really energetic or even funny music.
And one more. A tenuto line with an accent.
So now we have sustained and emphasized. That tells you to play the note with maximum force and hold it for its full value, really leaning into it. It's how you make sure a crucial melody note just punches through everything else.
The fact that these combinations even exist shows just how precise musical notation can be.
It's incredible. These details are what take you from just being a student to being a real performer.
So when we put all of this together, what does it mean for you, the person listening or playing?
I mean, at the end of the day, these marks are what allow a musician to speak through their instrument. They're the difference between mumbling and speaking with clarity and emotion.
A perfect sforzando isn't just a loud note. It's a moment of shock. A beautiful legato phrase isn't just connected notes, it's a complete thought.
And when you, as a performer, follow these signs, you're bringing the composer's vision to life. It adds so much depth to the music.
So mastering these symbols is really the key to moving beyond just playing the right notes.
It's everything. It's about becoming an artist. You have to pay attention to every single dot and every single line.
So the next time you listen to a piece, try to hear beyond the melody. Ask yourself, are these marks being treated like rules, or are they being used as the source of true musical expression?
Good luck with your studies.